Hi, and welcome to a very different episode of Happily Entangled AF. This should be episode 7. Yeah, this should be this should be episode 7. Welcome to it. We're not presenting today. In fact, we're just trying to keep it real with you. Um, it is a little after 11 o'clock now on it's a little after 11 o'clock now on Tuesday night, the night before episode 7 should premiere tomorrow, Wednesday. And we are only just wrapping up a 7-hour video shoot for Trini Inspirations. We did a couple episodes tonight at our Trini Inspirations studio. So that would explain why you're not seeing us at with our regular backdrop. The marriage vlog is actually recorded at her parents' house in Piparo. And it wasn't possible for us to go there today. It's not going to be possible for us to go there tomorrow at any point in time because she still has her day job and I still have mine. And so we're not going to be able to go there. And we wanted two things. One, we wanted to do this message to let you know that we care enough about the way that the vlog has been received and the feedback and you, really, that we don't want to make a promise and not be able to keep it, So we care enough about you to want to have something to deliver. But that part about the promise is the second thing. When you make a promise, it is your duty to keep it. That is something that she and I have tried to live by all throughout our lives. I think over the course of my life, at least, I think most of my friends have come to know that even if I run late,
you're gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there. If I say I'm coming, I'm coming. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do something. Even if I run late in doing it, But that is also something that is rooted in our faith as well, because a promise is
your debt. So you have to repay your debt, and if you promise that you're going to do something, even if it takes you a year, 2 years, 3 years, you still promise. So hopefully you get it done before you die.
Yeah, and a debt is not just financial. A debt is, as she said, a promise or just something as simple as us saying, hey, we need to hook up for doubles at some point in time, Something as simple as that, you would find that she and I, after we have that interaction with somebody, we'd leave that conversation and at some point in time we're following up that conversation later with you with a date, to set a date for the doubles, because the fact that we asked or that we agreed, depending on who did the asking, means that we now owe this as a debt. It is now incumbent on us to fulfill this oath, this promise that we have made.
Which reminds me that you owe somebody doubles.
I do. I do owe somebody doubles. So, Jyoti, I do owe you doubles, and that doubles coming real soon, right? Thank you, by the way. And that's another thing that I want to tell you, right? So our faith dictates that if you have a debt, it's one of the first things that you'll be called to answer for when you face your maker. He'll ask you if you paid your debts, and not just your financial debts, but all of the debts, all of the things that you owe. So something as simple as a social date or a social meetup is a debt for us if we tell you that we're going to do it. So we write it down. If it is, for instance, that I go by the Oyster Man or the Gyro Man in Gasper, who I have really good relationships with, right? If I'm $1 short and the Oyster Man says, nah, don't worry about that, but I tell the Oyster Man, hey, I'll drop that for you later, right? And when I get home, I make it my business to tell her about it. Because if I die, our faith is such that if I die tomorrow and I owe that Oyster Man $1, right, I would not be able to repay that debt, obviously, but I would hope that she would repay that debt for me. So we never hide our debts from one another, whether it's a financial debt or a promise that we make to somebody, or just a follow-up on a suggestion somebody asks us out or whatever.
And sometimes you just need a little reminder, You forget, and just somebody to tell you, hey, you're supposed to take somebody out. You're supposed to visit somebody.
Yeah, correct. And family visits, you tell family you're passing by, that becomes a debt. And the fact that we are telling you that our marriage vlog is coming out every Wednesday, Happily Entangled AF every Wednesday, when we realized at the end of the 7-hour shoot today that we wouldn't have time tomorrow or at any other point in time to be able to get this to you on time, we're like, we could let it run late, but we're going to use this moment right now as a teaching moment to share this part of our relationship and our belief systems with you, and maybe to encourage you as well to start to approach life in a similar way.
If you aren't already doing it that way.
Yeah. So let your word mean something, you know. When you say something, let that mean something. Let your friends know, like in our instance, we sorry, but we're not always most punctual on you know on time people, that sort of stuff.
And our faith says we should be.
And our faith says we should be, and we should correct that, right? And we're working on it. But I think we normally we bite off a lot more than we can chew sometimes. So you know, it is what it is. But we live and we learn and we grow, you know. But it's just really a reminder that we really should try to let our word stand for something. And I hope that we've made that point. I know I kind of ramble a little bit. Anything else we missed, Pip?
No, we just want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting us, and you know, thank you for being patient with us today.
Yeah.
Because we're a little bit pooped out at this point, but
yeah, it's been. There's so much more I could say to you, but I'll tell you that the power of momentum is a really amazing thing. Just getting started and continuing to do these vlogs and build momentum has unfolded incredible things in our lives and in the business that we didn't expect, and they've kept us busy over the last couple of weeks. And I was just telling one of my friends that, you know, to be busy in this day and age of COVID, especially during this COVID time, is a blessing. So I'm not complaining. At the end of a 7-hour shoot, we still have a marriage vlog to do, and that's exactly what we're doing, because we understand the blessing that this opportunity is, and it is a double blessing to be able to not just do this vlog, well, recording really today, but to be able to share a message of substance with you, you know. So let your word count for something, man. So when you say something, next time people know that you mean it, people know you're gonna follow up on it, and you become a person of character, you know. Indeed.
Yeah.
So,
and now that he's rambled on a whole lot, we just want to say thank you very much for viewing today's episode of Happily Entangled AF, and we hope that we will catch you next week again with maybe a surprise one. I think next week we are going for pizza. Would you like to join us?
Well, let me tell you something. I had a suspicion in my head that the only reason she shushed me up there just now, the only time she ever does that is when she's either tired, like really tired, or hungry. And after a 7-hour shoot in the studio with no food close by, she's hungry. So she's shushing me up so we can go and eat. Listen, I have an obligation to the wife now. We gotta go. God willing, we'll see you next week. We are having a pizza adventure next week, God willing, and we hope that you would join us for it. So until then,
bye for now.